answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Brad behind the line. It's Taylor. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I'll tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back, make sure I got the sticks covered. If they're going to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
He'll get rid of it. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner or Champ Bailey or Keely Ringo and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big...
Just steamrolling the defense. Turning it on. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hand off from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving it.
It's a seam wide open. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
That's caught. It's Pringle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. The give to the lone running back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will give him the lead.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Gives it on the option.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Hart. Here's the pressure. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple of times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wants to throw. It's Hart. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Crosses the 30. A defender miss. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in
Breaks into the open. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Slings it downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Leaves it with the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. Got enough space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggie!
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Here comes the 2-point try. From the gun. Here's a hit. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add. He wants to go deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Hart. Oh, they're after him. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Release to the back. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They just keep firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
It's a draw. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Aggies! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. So they march the ball 41 yards on that drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Mills. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hand. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a perfect situation here, David. Just make sure you drain the clock and you have the last play.
100%. You can't lose. That's how you want to do it. Bleed the clock. Get in a position, Jesse, where you kick the field goal and the clock's at 0.
It just comes down to which plays that you can run in your sleep here. Easy things you can go out and execute to give your kicker the best shot at winning in this game.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Floating away. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Foster. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. To throw, it's Hart. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They move on top here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes comes up empty, and the ball game is over. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.